Hey everyone, Anthony Alfredo here. Feels great to be sitting down making another video for you guys because it's actually been quite a while. Been not uploading super frequently. I do have my weekly series from some iRacing leagues I run in, like the Monday Night Racing League, and a couple other videos here and there. But a lot's been going on. As you can imagine, this year has been way busier than any other year of my life. Just getting acclimated to the NASCAR Cup Series, facing a lot of new challenges and just getting involved in some new things too. Honestly, I'm excited about. But I want to get back on the YouTube channel, make videos again. I've actually been talking to a friend of mine who's an editor and will possibly help me with that so that I could film and he could kind of help with the editing process. I'm not very talented at that. I'm very kind of raw and straightforward when it comes to editing, so he can make things look nicer for you all as well. Hopefully you enjoy that. But let me know what you'd like to see. I'm not just talking about some of the gaming series I want to do and chop up and edit more. I know I upload a lot of my Twitch streams just to the channel in whole, but I'll probably edit up some of those or maybe film some YouTube specific content as well. I'd love to bring back Beyond the Helmet too, but that's kind of beside what today is about. Just a short little introduction there about what I have planned and how I want to get this channel started again. But I figured a good way to get that going and build up some momentum is with a mid-season update. I think it's appropriate now, coming straight out of the Olympics, obviously. This break we've had, NBC was doing the broadcasting for that, so it allowed us to have a 2-week break, which was great. I, for one, am ambitious, young, and anxious, and a rookie in the Cup Series. I wanted to keep racing, but I still enjoyed the break nonetheless. Spent a lot of time with my family after New Hampshire, right after that race and when the break began, and then the last week at the beach doing some fishing and hanging out. It was a very nice physical and mental reset. I didn't really want the break, but I think subconsciously I did need it, and I feel good. I'm ready to come back at it. Well, I had this video idea planned and I wanted to do it kind of when the break started, but I think it's a lot better now after the break. I'm in a really great state of mind. I feel really good. I'm ready to get back racing, and I've had some time to think and reflect and come up with some things that I wanted to talk to you all about now that break's over. We're headed back into race weekend, and I believe we're going to race every weekend now through the end of the season in November, so it's going to get busy. So I wanted to get this started for you all and start off by saying thank you so much for your support. As cliche as it sounds, this video is going to be raw, uncut. It is what it is, so hopefully I don't mess anything up here. But I just want to start with thank you for your support on all my social media channels, on and off the track. This year has definitely tested me in a lot of ways. You know, I think all the hard work I've been putting in and the great people I've surrounded myself with and have had in my life, whether it's my friends, my family, my partners, it's played a big role in getting me to where I'm at today. I've just been very fortunate, no doubt. I'm so thankful to be doing what I love at this level of competition. You know, part of the dream, right? My ultimate goal is to be a Cup Series champion someday, and I'm not afraid to go out and say that. But this is one step closer to that goal. So it's a dream come true to race in the Cup Series, although it's not my ultimate goal. It's just, that's kind of a dream in itself. I like to consider myself the people's driver. I heard someone say that. They actually commented that on one of my posts, and it stood out to me because I grew up a race fan like everyone else. I always tell them this. My parents were going to races long before I was even born. My brother, sister, and I grew up go-karting and doing things like that for fun. We were big just fans of cars and anything with a motor, really. So to be watching racing growing up, going to races, and now have the opportunity to compete at the highest level of stock car racing, the NASCAR Cup Series, is a huge opportunity for me to utilize my platform to do well for others. That's always been my mission with whatever I do in life, to utilize my platform to do well for other people, inspire people. So hopefully I've been able to do that. But of course, like I said, to be the people's driver, I was a fan like everybody else. I'm just blessed to be in the position I am in now and want to make the most out of it. I think running part-time in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series these last couple of years, and even the K&N schedule when I ran just the E-Series with so few races. So I'm racing a whole lot more than I ever have, and it's been a really fast kind of climb up the ladder to this point in my career. Which has been surreal, a blessing, but a lot of hard work, and it's came with a lot of challenges in itself. But in saying that, I do believe, running those part-time seasons and not knowing when the next race is or what your next opportunity is going to be teaches you a lot about how to make the most out of every opportunity. And that pertains to life as a whole, not just racing. But I think instead of just running every race like it's my last, I run every lap like it's my last, and I work my hardest. I think that's why things have kind of come full circle for me. Obviously now driving for Front Row Motorsports, it's such a great opportunity. I've got an awesome team owner in Bob Jenkins who believes in me, took a chance on me, a big chance. Him, Jerry Freeze, everybody at the team, building a lot of chemistry with the guys. As rough as the start of the year has been, I think it's made us better. I think it's taught us how to overcome those days and get back on our feet and go fight another day. I also believe that it's going to pay off in the second half of the year. Now that we've had this little break and reset, we're going to come out and kind of know what we need to do. The weeks we haven't had misfortune, we've done really well, but it's just been an up and down kind of roller coaster of a year. Obviously, huge opportunity. I want to do so well for not just because of my career and where I want to be at, but because of this team believing in me, all these amazing partners I have behind me that I want to make proud and prove to that they made the right choice in being behind me. So I'm just excited about the second half of the year, but like I said, it's been tough. Couple mistakes made as expected as a rookie. My first Coca-Cola 600 sped on entering pit road on the final pit stop. So frustrating. We were going to finish top 20 in my first 600. That would have been a huge accomplishment. We still ended up top 25, but not the day it could have been. But you see the best of them speed on pit road, sometimes multiple times a race. So not that that's an excuse, obviously, but racing in the Xfinity Series last year, I could count on one hand how many green flag stops we've made because you didn't have to in the first two stages. You may have in the final stage if you didn't get a caution. But you see us now in the Cup Series make green flag stops within the first two stages. You go to Darlington Raceway where you can only run about probably 35 laps on tires and you make 5 or 6 green flag pit stops in one race. It's crazy. So that's the coolest part about what Cup racing has taught me is I've learned so much because the races are so much longer, a lot more green flag pit stops, sometimes more restarts. Just learning how to maximize a race, a longer race for that matter, and minimize mistakes competing against the best drivers in the world is what gets you a good finish. So it's been just such a huge opportunity for me to become a better race car driver. I think what the tests I said earlier in this video have made me also a better person, I believe. I've had all my friends and family and all of you who support me have kept me motivated in some of the more difficult times. It's been one of the more challenging years, not because of the step this is, but because of how much we've been tested, right? Whether it's a mechanical issue or maybe just being in the wrong place, right time on track, or a couple of these weeks being taken out and we were having good runs. It's been tough, and I've been trying to gain the respect of my competitors, what I think is the right way. Which is just being smart, clean, and running my own race. And a lot of guys appreciate that. And there's a couple who maybe take advantage of that, right? Because I'm the nice guy out there. But obviously, I'm making the most out of each race or doing my best to. And it's been cool to grow with this organization and try to get some good finishes, keep growing not just the relationship with the team but our partners, so that we can have something lined up, for the future and really just build something here. That was the goal coming into it, and part of the reason why Bob and Front Row and everyone there took a chance on me this year. So I'm excited about what the future has in store. I don't know anything yet. I would tell you if I could, but I actually genuinely don't have anything. I feel like I've said that the last 3 years in a row, but I just keep faith in God and that He's got a plan for me, because He does for all of us. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I just wanted to say a couple things about how this year has been a challenge on and off the track, but I think as it's been frustrating, when you keep getting knocked back down, you don't give up. You get back on your feet and go fight again, and it happens again. But like I said, I think I've become better, and as a team, we definitely have because of it, since we haven't given up. And then it makes the good days that much better, right? So it's really rewarding when you do have a good day, and we've accomplished a lot this year already, actually. So this second half of the year, I'm optimistic about. I'm ready to keep working harder than I ever have. I try to push myself more and more every day to be the best for all of you who support me, my partners, my team, my family, everyone who's helped get me here. And I just hope that this rookie season in the Cup Series is the first of many seasons as a Cup Series driver, many successful seasons for that matter, more specifically. And I'm just so thankful to do what I love and have you guys support me, because I think these last couple weeks I've focused on myself a little bit more. Not worried less about what other people think, because there are people out there who kind of know the type of person I am, and sometimes it's hard to express that through social media, or maybe when you don't get a lot of media opportunities. So kind of doing it the hard way, and not having blood in the sport, being a fan, and building my own brand just with the people around me has been really cool. As much as a challenge it's been, I think it's made it more special, and a lot of you connect with me because of that, and I acknowledge that and I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm just excited about the rest of the year. I wanted to say a couple things, and if you have any suggestions or questions, I'd love to maybe even do a Q&A to follow up this with, like next week or something. So if you have questions, just let me know on social media or in the comments. I'll try to address those. And just remember that it's good to take time to focus on yourself, get into the right state of mind, and it feels so good to not worry about what other people think. Sometimes it's easy to do that, especially with social media, because obviously everyone's hidden behind their phone or keyboard or whatever. But the real people who've been following me for a long time, or even just new people who've been following me since this year, I appreciate you, and I see you. So thank you so much. I hope I've been making you guys proud. I'm going to keep working hard so we could have an excellent rest of this season and execute the way we need to, the way I want to. And like I said, hopefully this wasn't too long or too vague. I think I just tried to cover a lot of different topics briefly, and honestly just say some things that were on my mind all year that I can't say in a 1-minute post on mainstream social, or a short little clip after a race or something like that. So let me know if you want to see more of these. I definitely think it was good to do, and maybe we can even start doing some post-race stuff. I know obviously I posted on all my mainstream channels a short, brief little kind of comment on the race that we just had, but to be able to do this maybe a little bit longer, more specific, would be neat. As I did it last year on Twitch and live, answered questions live, and then uploaded that to my YouTube channel. And that's what this is more about, is these longer, more in-depth things, and just kind of different side of my career behind the scenes. And like I said, we could get a little bit more in depth and specific, just because we're a little bit different on this platform. That's why I'm on all different platforms, because I approach them all in a different way, but I'm the same person. And I love YouTube and Twitch because I think it's as real as it gets, and you can kind of really see who someone is. So we'll keep trucking here, keep racing, and working hard. Sauce Mafia has been growing. Racing in the Northeast has been amazing, because there's such a big presence there, bigger than I ever expected, and even at some of these other places. So I love seeing you all post and tag me in pictures of you and your merch, or when you're at the track, a picture of the car or something like that. Hopefully I get to see a lot more of you in the future at the racetrack, and you can get out. If not, I know you're watching on TV, and follow me. So I appreciate that, and I just hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.